Hi, I'm Stephanie from Vanderrock Yarns, and in this video I'm going to demonstrate how I knit stranded colorwork in the round. I love designing and knitting with this technique, but I meet a lot of really accomplished knitters who say that it's too hard, or at the very least that it's too slow. But in my opinion, or at least my experience, knitting a plain stocking neck garment, whether it's a sock or a sweater, doesn't actually take any less time than knitting a stranded garment. In fact, I sometimes think it's faster because at least it's more interesting to knit. I think part of my speed has to do with how I hold my yarn and my needles. I taught myself to knit, so it's definitely not traditional, but I thought if I showed it, maybe other people would be able to use the technique and knit lots of fabulous stuff like this.
So I'm not going to talk so much, I'm just going to show this. Should I not say anything if we're going to go over this?
Yeah, we'll go over it after, so
okay.
You can talk if it helps you work.
Okay. So I'm showing how I hold my needle. I'm wrapping this around. I use this finger to stabilize it and sort of grip it here. Take my yarn here. A lot of knitters would tension it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to hold it right here and knit. You may cut some of this because I don't need this much of it. We can find the best shots, sort of demonstrate. And then when it's time to purl, I do the same thing. I hold it in the front and go like that. So I'm holding the needle down here. Aren't I awesome? You should all knit like me. Sock, I'm going to do the same thing here, but you're not going to be able to see it because I'm sort of inside the sock. I'm going to take my pattern color and my background color and pinch them together here and knit like this, so that I never have to worry about tangling up my yarns. I barely have to look at it because I'm so awesome. Don't have to worry about tensioning. I just keep them there. One on the top, one on the bottom, allowing me to knit very quickly, etc., etc.
Hi, I'm Stephanie from Vanderrock Yarns, and in this video I'm going to demonstrate the feather stitch that I used in my lovebird dress pattern, which is right here. I designed this dress after admiring the crocodile stitch, which is a crochet stitch. And I knew that with my slow skills at crochet, there was no way I was ever going to be able to create a whole dress out of it, and I was going to have to find a way to imitate the stitch pattern using knitting, and this is what I came up with. So in order to avoid anything but the long tail cast on, which is my favorite, I decided to knit this using two strands of yarn held together, except for in the cast on. So this is what I'm going to demonstrate today.
This pattern, isn't that cute? So I'm going to knit one, knit two together through the back loop, move it back to this needle, knit two together through the back loop, back to this needle, keep going, until I have one stitch left. Then I'm going to purl 3, 1, 2, 3, knit 1, knit 2 together through the back loop, as I did before, creating this cast off. And okay, purl 1, And I think that's all I really need to show them. They should be able to figure it out from there.